drug the band director. I got a brand new saxophone.
I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I want to say. Until I find a way, I will say the only words I...
These beautiful things that I've got, please stay.
レッドイススターアートアムースケッチブックーズ ME ファーストリームーブパキジンク糸 S ハードザブランドスティカース糸トークソウルオンクプドゥージッスソープリースキープアチンクサンククユーモーアスティカースオンザバックドンネクストI talk my sketchbook to the airport. Wow, I am in airplane. Let us go. I only draw a little. Wow. That is all. See you later.
If you guys are looking to doodle in 2024, I would move away from Moleskine because just look at this. The pen that I use, it just bleeds through onto the next page, and that's why I avoided solid shading for a while. Like, God, what is that? And Moleskine, a pocket-sized notebook, is around $20. That's pretty expensive, right? So I discovered this brand called Baron Fig, and this notebook was $7, guys. $7. The paper is thicker. It's like essentially the same size, and it doesn't bleed through as much. Like, it is beautiful. Like, just even the way the paper feels is a lot different too. You could tell it's higher quality. Even this solid shading, it doesn't bleed through onto the next page.
I regret getting this sketchbook. Cover is made of fox leather. It's bendable and splash proof. Perfect if you have a small bag. This one is 120 GSM thick, so it works fine with alcohol markers and even a bit of watercolor or gouache. Now, let's put it to the test. I started by inking the sketch using an Ohu pen and smudge proof and safe to use with alcohol markers. Then I moved on to coloring with Ohu alcohol markers, adding the colors little by little. The paper felt really nice to work on. It was smooth, easy to blend on, and made the colors pop beautifully. Look, the paper did bleed through to the back, but it handled the ink really well and stayed smooth without peeling or warping, which was great for coloring. Try it out for yourself now. Check out the yellow basket.
This is the Canson Spiral Sketchbook. I've been using it for years and it never disappoints. Thick, high quality pages, no bleed through, spiral bound so it lays flat. Perfect for pencils, pens, markers, anything. If you draw, you need this in your setup.
Look at how cute this little sketchbook is. I think we should fill it up together. Step 1, obviously we have to put a sticker on the front. Look at this glittery axolotl. Perfect. Step 2, get some ink onto the first page. I feel like once you do this, the book starts to feel like home. And I think by putting a beautiful trash sketch on the front page, it will remind me every time I open the book that art is many things, but something it's not is that deep. I'm going to post one drawing a day out of this sketchbook, and it is a watercolor book, so I'm planning to do some experimentation. But this is so not serious. So if you have a blank book that's been waiting for your attention, please go get that and join me in this series, and we can fill up our sketchbooks together. Have a creative day. Bye.
This is the best sketchbook for a beginner. It's a book with real images to paint on. It has pictures of billboards, trucks, vans, and more. I decided to go for this train because I always wanted to paint one, but never had an option to do so. The pages in the book do work a bit differently, though, and you have to use alcohol-based markers like Posca and Molotow. Also remember you have to wait a bit more for the markers to dry. Today I was just painting some random words and practicing on my throw-ups. Out of the 180 images the book has, around 160 are photographed by the creator, and only 20 are AI made. If you want to get one and support the small business, the link is in our bio.
Hey artist, are you ready to sketch and draw your little heart out?
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired.
Thank you. My favorite sketchbooks are by Hanamulla. They're the 100% cotton sketchbooks, and I sort of just don't use anything else at this point. They're pretty affordable for cotton paper, 100% cotton paper, and they come in a lot of different sizes, which I like, and I can use both sides of the paper without any sort of bleed through. So like you can see, I can definitely use both sides, and like I really don't see a difference in the artwork on what's the back and what's the front. I think this one's the front and this one's the back, but to be honest, I'm not totally sure. So these are pretty much the similar cost to other student grade, not 100% cotton sketchbooks, and because you can use both sides, it's you save a little money that way.
This is why I love super tiny sketchbooks. So this sketchbook is about 1 by 2 inches, and because it's so tiny, I can express myself without committing too much time. I can also test new art supplies before using them on a larger project, making things way less intimidating. I have ballpoint pen doodles, paintings, made-up characters, Zentangles, landscapes, and so much more in this super tiny handmade sketchbook. And
top 4 sketchbooks I'm currently using.
This is the one that I probably use the most often. This is my Ohuhu marker pad. This one is really great for using with alcohol markers. So another one that I've been using recently is this Etcher sketchbook. It is 100% cotton and it also has a cotton cover, which is pretty cool because they kind of encourage you to draw on the outside of it. And it's pretty good for mixed media, not just alcohol markers. This one is really fantastic. I could not recommend this one enough. This is a Sketch Bar marker paper sketchbook. It's called a mirror pad. And the most incredible thing about this one is that the ink does not bleed through the paper at all. You can see the drawing here on my paper has not bled at all to the other side. This is the only sketchbook I've ever used that does not bleed. And I don't know how they did it. It blows my mind. This final sketchbook is my Ohuhu sketchbook. This is just a standard sketchbook. And honestly, I think it works just fine with my markers.
It doesn't matter how nice and expensive your sketchbook is, if you don't use it, then it's not really that good of a sketchbook. Instead, buy sketchbooks that you can bring anywhere and draw really good and really bad drawings with. This is exactly the reason why I love A5 size sketchbooks. Because they're super portable, and if you make a mistake, you can just go to the next page without having to feel like you wasted a lot of paper. In terms of the paper, I would highly suggest getting cream-colored, acid-free paper that is at least 100 GSM thick. Even though it is quite uncommon, I found myself really enjoying this landscape spiral-bound sketchbook that I bought from Davir. I'm most likely gonna butcher the name, but I think it's called Hanemule. So what about you? Have you found your perfect sketchbook, or are you still looking?
How I feel about certain design choices with little to no explanation. Yes. Yes. Absolutely not. For me, this one's 50-50. 100% no. Yes, and I don't care that it's impractical. I hate these. I think I might hate this even more. Yes, of course. No. Yes, I've grown really fond of this. Surprisingly, I actually like this.
Hello everyone, no one asked for this, but these are my sketchbook recommendations. Number 1, Canson Mixed Media. I like the 7x10, 8x10 size, it's something like that. It's really good. And the next one is also Canson. This one is good for like an actual sketchbook that you don't like want to tear the papers out, if you know what I mean. This is Strathmore Artist Tiles. It's not technically a sketchbook because you are supposed to tear the papers out, but I still thought that I would include it because it's good paper. Next is the Etcher Accordion Sketchbook, which is so fun. It's so cute. It's so fun. And yeah. Okay, that's all. Bye.
This is it. This is the ultimate gouache sketchbook. It is the best I have ever used. It's this one, Arch's Travel Watercolor Journal. I can't believe I finished it. I'm distraught. I'm heartbroken. I had so much trouble learning gouache. It was really, really challenging for me. But I think a lot of my problem was that I just couldn't find the right media to paint on. It has been 2 years of me painting with gouache, and this is the first time that I feel like I got it. There are so many things I really love about this paper, but I think the main thing for me was being able to really water my gouache down, get it to a watercolor-like consistency, and have the paper sort of respond to it in the way that I expect, and then also at the same time, be able to handle multiple washes as I build up the opacity over time so that I can get both versions of gouache, right? Like in all of the sort of in-between textures that you want to be able to achieve with this medium. And you can paint on both sides. Like you can really get the most out of every single page I really feel like I've tried everything. And at this point, I'm like, this is it. I really, really enjoy using this like incredibly different kind of paint that I've never been able to use before. And it's, I think, because of this sketchbook.
The sketchbook is easily the best sketchbook I've ever had. This is the Moleskine A5 art sketchbook and it's just amazing. The paper inside this is actually really thick, even though it doesn't look it here, which makes it really good to draw on. Now some people think I got this custom printed, but I actually just drew a sticker and put it on there, and that's why.
I'm gonna put you guys on the best sketchbook if you're like me and you like doing a little bit of everything in yours. The brand is Stillman & Byrne, and I've been using these sketchbooks probably for the last 4 years. It comes in a bunch of different sizes, and no matter how much I beat this thing up, it literally does not break or fray or anything. Each page is like damn thick, and it can take both wet and dry mediums really well. Here you see that there's a smooth paper and a textured paper you can get depending on what you like. Anytime I'm using a sketchbook on this page, it's probably this sketchbook. But I'm open to seeing what any of you guys have to say about what your favorite sketchbooks are.
So I've gotten some questions on what kind of sketchbook I use to draw, and as you can see, it's a multimedia sketchbook. I use acrylic markers on these, and it doesn't spill on the other side. Done some other sketches on here as well. Ooh, let me show you properly. And yeah, this is my go-to sketchbook. It's the Ohuhu Marker Pad sketchbook. If you're interested in using like alcohol markers or like acrylic markers, this sketchbook is definitely perfect for you. It comes with a lot of pages, and I prefer sketching on this since the paper is super smooth, but you can pretty much do anything with this. But yeah, check it out.
I'm basically saying I'm cooler. Get Dior discounts from my cougar. Back in the 6th grade, I got them bad grades. I was in love with my tutor.
Y'all, get yourself a tiny sketchbook, because then you can make tiny sketches on the go. And then when you get home, you can outline them and color them. I have a little galaxy dragon, a dragonfig dragon, and an in-progress fire dragon. I was in the car for over 8 hours, so this definitely helped. And drawing on tiny paper is a good way to challenge yourself. You have to keep the dragon in this tiny page.
This is the best sketchbook. It comes in a bunch of different sizes. You can see I have them all. You can paint with pretty much anything you can think of in this sketchbook. You got watercolor. You got ink. You got pencil. Of course, gouache. And don't forget markers. This is the only one you're ever gonna need. You're welcome.
love these tiny little Artist Loft sketchbook. It's the perfect size to fit in my tiny purse, where I can pull it out and draw at a moment's notice. It really helps when I'm waiting for somebody to come and eat lunch with, or when I have some free time while a parade is beginning to start. It's also been great to decorate with little stickers. I've named each of the pages and put the date as a sort of reminder of when I made these. I started doing this because a friend of mine said that your normal now is not going to be your normal later. And I find with our fast-paced world, I feel like I'm losing bits of things that I've been doing. So this has been a great way to add into my memory keeping alongside my notebooks and journals. That way I don't have to wait to update anything, and I can create it in the now.
So my friend was showing me her brilliant sketchbook when I saw something that I had never seen before. Transparent sticky notes. And the way she uses it is so ingenious, I had to give it a shot. I am using yellow because my day was filled with sunny colored things of varying opacity, from drinks to soup to bra straps. Anyways, I love the result, but I didn't have any more stickies, so I used tracing paper. I drew the bottom layer and then colored on the top layer to imitate a sheen summer dress. I applied the same principle to the eyes of this portrait, using transparent yellow stickies as irises. Sketchbooks are tactile, and that's one of their best traits, and adding materials is a wonderful way to elevate your page.
I always like to make my sketchbooks look as thick and messy as possible. This goal pushes me to think of outside of the box ways to fill up pages. I'll rip pages out, make new pages, sticking found objects and trash in it. I remember once I taped pieces of a broken phone onto a page. Working with multimedia in a sketchbook in a place where it doesn't really have to look good really helps the creative gears going in your brain. So while leaving no empty space in a sketchbook is also a good practice, a really fun one is to stick trash and found objects in. I think I'm going to start a series showing a few ideas on how to bulk up your sketchbook. Follow me if you're interested.
If you want to be a better practice comic artist, I think you should invest in a dotted notebook. I've been using dotted notebooks as like my sketchbooks for like years now, and it's made me a better and well-practiced comic artist. The reason that I say this is because the dots help you very easily create panels, and it allows a much easier experience making even size boxes without using a ruler, number one. So it saves you time, but it also allows you to draw while not noticing the dots that much unless you get really close, and also allows you to write, which is very important, and allows you to measure the writing in the lines well. It's also very easy to ignore the dots when you're doing like general illustration. One of the biggest things that was holding me back as a comic artist was getting really bogged down with the technicalities of formatting pages. And not only that, I was just not practiced drawing smaller and smaller boxes. I didn't really understand what my paneling style was, and I really didn't get to experiment with that until I got to like the final stages of a comic, which everyone knows it's really hard to get to those stages. If you get a dotted notebook, it is easier to practice drawing and pre-planned boxes and those types of things while it's still being versatile. So you don't have to create an entire comic to still get in the practice of creating panels and working with speech bubbles. Also, in every single dotted sketchbook now, I have a cheat sheet that does I do a lot of the pre-planning measurements for how I like my panels. So I know if I want a square panel, I should do it 12 across and 12 down, and that will give me 6 square panels. Or if I want a landscape panel, I know that the dimensions for this book specifically is a 17 by 12. If you want to be really anal about it, you can make sure that your dots and the way that you measure it is compatible. So when you bring it into digital, if you want to finish it, a square box in your journal is still a square box measured accurately when you transfer it digitally. Dotted notebooks have allowed me to sketch and draw like a comic artist, not just an illustrator putting things in smaller boxes. It has made comics less daunting, and it's made me a lot better at starting and finishing. That's what she said. I love dotted sketchbooks so much, and they're very cheap. They're usually like $7. Do a great thing.
I think it's safe to say that we all got influenced by Izzy's TikTok and bought a sketchbook and the same Stabilo Pen 68 set. I cannot draw to save my life, but I'm trying to let go of perfectionism and also get better at sketching things I see. So this is what I've done so far. Please don't judge. These are some random ones. I drew the snake plant in my apartment. I drew a bearded dragon on a skateboard. I also have been drawing a lot of pigeons because there's a lot of pigeons in New York and they're really cute. I love it when they're sleeping, so I kind of drew one in this like sleeping position. The lips look a little weird there. Pigeon with a weirdly long neck. I saw this on Pinterest. I thought like, oh, that can be cute to draw. Pigeons, more pigeons. Ducks. I love ducks. I found it really easy to draw vegetables and fruits because it leaves a lot of room for imperfections. It doesn't really have to be perfect. Sushi, some random patterns I saw on Pinterest. I also found some cool like doodling exercises on TikTok. Like it could look like this. It's really cool. Flower.
Where do you go when you disappear all day?
Just drive around. Sometimes I go to a bar. Sometimes I pull over by the side of the road. Just sit there for hours.
Why? And you'd rather do that than spend time with me.
I went from this. I went from this to this.